I'll be explaining the flowchart of our parcel delivery system. So once a delivery guy arrives at someone's house, he'll be welcomed with a prompt, and he'll be also asked to scan the barcode. Once he scans the barcode, our system will automatically verify the presence of the barcode in the database. If it's not in the database, he would have to rescan. He will be redirected to the prompt. If it's in the database, we have to check if whether the owner is in the house or not. In the case that he's not in the house, we would have to take a photo. So we'll display a message alerting the parcel delivery person that there will be a photo taken in the next 10 seconds. Once the 10 seconds runs out, the camera takes the photo, and then the owner is notified by a text message, which will ultimately result in the database being updated. I would also print out a message saying that the database has been updated. In the case that the owner is in the house, we would alert the house owner by activating the bell on the indoor device, and we also allocate some time for the owner to pick up the parcel, and then we would ask the owner to click the order receive button. Once he does so, we would update the database and the message.
I'm going to continue about our system initialization. So since we do the simulation or the proof of concept of our system, so we have to initialize our system first. The thing that we have to initialize is whether the owner is in the house or not by typing Y or N. So the first thing is we have to print welcome to show that simulation, and then print types to continue, whether the user have to input owner availability, whether it is Y or N. Then we have to use syscall12, which is to get the character. Then after get the input, we have to validate yes or no, whether it is N or capital N, Y or capital Y. If it's not 4 of these, then it will ask again to enter the correct input. And then after it is validate the input, then it will continue. It will save the condition whether it is Y or N in the register S7. Then it will be used later in the program, and then it will continue to the read file. So after the system initialization, we continue our program with the reading of file. We open file by using syscall13, and then how is it work is read line byte by byte, and then after we get 1 byte, and then we store it in the buffer, and then we store the byte into the memory address, and then after that we will read each line until we met next line character, then it will go to another address, and then after we finish all repetition of the reading of file, then we close the file by using syscall16, and then we continue with the read the barcode from the user.
Hi, my name is Mohamad Hanizar, and I'm responsible for the barcode reading process and also the validation for the barcode. So for the first, I'm going to explain about the barcode input validation. So this system would only accept 8 digits of integer, which contains no digits of 0 in the front and also no digits of 0 at the end, and also no characters in the barcode. So first, the flow of the system, which is firstly the system will ask the user from the message for the user to enter the barcode, and then you're going to get the barcode from the user input. Then you're going to initialize the counter to check digits, because this system is going to check digits by digits, and then it's going to load the address of the user barcode and then add the address. Okay, it's going to for the next digit, and then you're going to load the first byte for the validation process. So now for the validation process, you're going to jump and link. So here, check for child procedure. It's going to the system will go into check whether the digits is greater or equals to 9, or it's actually less than 0, whether it contains a character or not. So in that, it's going to check the first digit and the last digit whether it contains the digits of 0 or not. So in that, you're going back here, and then it's going to add the address, so because it's going to the validate for the next digit, and then the validation process continue until all the 8 digits has successfully been validated. So now we're going to execute. Okay, so what if, so firstly I'm going to put the wrong barcode, so I'm going to put the character, the value of less than 0, which is plus 5324246. Okay, so we're going to ask again, and then what if I put 0 in the front, 0268691. Oh, so what if I put 0 in the back, 912686690. So that's again. So what if I put character, or put character in the end, so, and also in the middle, so I put K and also 445, and then, so that's again. So one of the correct barcode in the database is which is 5324246. Okay, that's it for the input validation and barcode process. Thank you.
So I'll continue with the barcode validation with the database. So the first thing that the system will do is to get the sum of the input barcode by the user. So it will calculate the sum, the sum of each value, and then get the sum. Then the next thing it will do is to compare for sum of the parcel that has been stored in the memory. For example, like we have parcel 1, parcel 2, parcel 3, parcel 4. So it will iterate each address to find its sum, and then it will compare in the within the user input. So if the sum is equal, then the barcode exists in the database. If it's not equal, then the user has to input again the barcode. For example, here in this, I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It shows sorry barcode is not in the database because there is no that value in the database. If I put 192.686.91, and then it will show that barcode is in the database, then it will get the who parcel is this.
For playing the bell, we use the macro called playMIDI, labeled as playMIDI. We'll be passing 3 different arguments: the pitch, duration, and volume, which are numerical values, and we're going to using syscall 33, which is playing MIDI sounds on MIPS. This is the play bell label used when the owner is in the house. Firstly, we'll be displaying the parcel information using syscall 4 to display the content stored in register S5. Next thing we'll be using is the play MIDI macro, as explained before. So for the ding sound, this is the pitch, the duration, and volume. For the dong sound, this is the pitch, duration, and volume. Once the sound is played, we'll be jumping to order received. In the order received label, we'll be sleeping the program for only 3 seconds because of limited time, but it's actually 30 seconds. Next, we'll be printing out a prompt asking the user to enter R, and then we'll get the user input using syscall 12, and if the owner inputs R, we'll be branching into update and exit, which will update the database and eventually print out the statement that the database has been updated. This is the flow for when the owner is in the house. So initially the owner would set his owner availability to yes, then the delivery guy would scan the barcode, or he would input it in this case, and the bell has rang and the parcel information has been displayed, and then the owner is asked to type R upon receiving the parcel. Once he types R, the database would be updated. Thank you.
So for my part in our system, I'll be demonstrating what will happen when the owner is not in the house to receive their parcel from the courier. So firstly, we'll be using a macro called sleep. In this macro, we'll be creating a delay after each line of output, which uses syscall 32, and in this macro, we'll be passing an argument which is a numerical value, or simply to say the duration of the delay in milliseconds. So firstly, when the owner is not in the house, this is the label to instruct the courier to place the parcel on the screen for a photo to be taken as proof of delivery. So firstly, we'll be storing the value 10 in register S0, and a message will be prompted to ask the courier to place the parcel on the screen. So this is where the sleep macro comes in. So we'll be delaying the output for some of the lines, like after the parcel message is printed, there will be a delay of 5 seconds or 5,000 milliseconds, then a message indicating to the courier that the camera will be activated. The courier will be given 10 seconds to place the parcel on the camera. So we had created a timer which decrements from 10 to 0, which also uses the sleep macro, and it will have a 10-second delay after each decrement. So it will jump back to the loop, and we'll go to the exit label once the value in register S0 is less than 0. And the database will be updated, indicating that the parcel has been delivered while the owner is not in the house. So this is the flow of our system when the owner is not available in their house to pick up the parcel. So we run the current program. So the courier will have to enter the barcode of the parcel. So the parcel is available in the database, and the camera will be activated, and also the timer will run down from 10 to 0. So as you can see here, there's a 10-second delay after each decrement. So once it reaches 0, the photo has been saved, and an SMS will be sent to the parcel as proof of delivery, and the database has been updated. Thank you.